The shirt king of Queens. Mr. Shirt King. Oh, y'all ain't working. Okay.
I am. He was a legend.
I don't know. Okay. Go.
And I had to take a test. Who's this? Came here like, what? And put that guard down. It's a t-shirt cartoon characters.
Right.
That's familiar with the kids. But the cartoon characters were like, as Devin Pearce said, black and eyes. So, everybody was like you now. He brown skin. He got gold. He was
Swag,
shiny.
Okay, I love that. So to bring it back on over here, lunch money. I don't actually know who the musical family is that you come from. So that's one question. But then the second half of that question is I know you started your music label. What made you want to start a label? And what do you wish to do that's different from what's happening in the industry thus far?
For sure. I guess I come from my father and my uncle started a band in the circle, a reggae band in the circle. Also like very influential in Miami with circle house in the studio. The black music community in Miami, we're very influential in all the neighbors of the side all the way. And it's just a real Miami boy. And I got my education through that, being around every young exec, black entrepreneur on the street who started a label. My pops, our facility was where they came to record because they couldn't go on the street and pay $2,000. And the other spot, I'm from a communal type of background. My pops would be like, yo, you got $200, you can come for the day. Just supported. They were young with a dream, supported other labels in the city with a dream. And, I learned my education through that. He said the second question is, what a lot of us on my label.
And what do you looking to do that's different?
I feel like if you learn, you should teach, So, I started in a business where people gave me opportunity. So I feel like it was important also for me on the publishing side too, because I think a lot of young writers and a lot of young creatives, they say if you're a person who knows business and young creative people, people use you for your money. And if you're creative and you don't know business, people will use your talents. So I think that happened a lot in our business. So I try to give as many young writers, producers, because we're the labor union of the music industry. We don't always get the credit. We don't get the money. We don't get paid when we show up. Everybody gets paid with us. With my great friend Sticks, who was talking about here, we're usually on the last of the totem pole. And I think it's because in the beginning, we didn't know the business. We didn't know the laws. So this is America, it's the land of law. So if we're not educated on the business, we can't survive the creative. So, that's my journey now at 30 is to teach. So I figure if I'm not going to I already tell you I can help you, I provide an opportunity to help you too. There's a lot of people who come and say, yo, I'm going to help you, but then they leave you alone. Like me, I'm more like, if I'm going to say I'm going to help you, I'm going to create an opportunity to help you also. I just tell you I'm going to help you, So I figured if I started a company, transparent deals, transparent situations, I could just give people opportunity to get their dreams out. So, if you learn, you should teach, So that's maybe what I learned for the next half of my life.
So how would new artists think that they good enough to be a part of Lunchbox Records? By the way, I used to have a queer women's membership club that was called the Lunchbox.
Wow.
So for very different reasons.
No,
How many does it take to this?
I'm not mad at it. I think, how much money Lucas named the Lunchbox, but also focus, how would they get in contact with me?
Yeah, how would this artist here that's like, yo, okay, Lunchman, I like the way, if you don't get me, I'll break it down.
If you're good, I'll follow you.
That is the most industry is ever in life.
Not true. I don't know one person who's really talented at anything who nobody doesn't get in contact with. So I tell people instead of sometimes looking out, look in, you know what I'm saying? Like, work on your craft, you know, treat people accordingly. And I guarantee someone will try and harbor or get in business with your talent because I don't know anybody who's good at, you know, and how you move along the way will dictate how far you go. But I don't know one person who can jump and dunk or somebody who can really rap or sing or paint or create who doesn't run into somebody who's like, hey, you know, I like what you do. You know, so I don't try to keep everything organic. Like, wow, I didn't know I would, you know, I have a good friend, I'll shout her out, Savannah Christina, who's a talented artist.
Hey!
I see a lot of them artists that I know in Florida are doing great. And we all came with, you know, my brother Kiana, you know, tons of talented people. I feel like we always find each other. And if it's right, we'll do something from there. But, you know, I'm not trying to beat everybody and sign everybody. But if we connect, you know, when we connect and do great things, I'm always down to help, whether or not, anyway. Because, you you learn, you teach, you know, so.
Hopefully, I would definitely say you did good on that one. You was not getting an email. Do not call.
Come out to me, you know, sweet oils, you know. We get it.
All right, so I want to actually take a little break from us chatting and talking and kind of sort of open it up to y'all. If y'all got any questions out there in the audience, what's up, brother Kofi? What would you? DJ.
Real quick. Alright, I got questions for all 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yeah, exactly.
All 7 of y'all. I got questions for each of y'all. But I'm gonna break it down one by one. I'm gonna say it all now, just to make it cool, right? So let's start with Stacy and Richmond. I want to start with both of y'all. As a DJ, I've been a DJ going on 17 years. So songwriting, executive production, artist development, kind of developing my tribe has been the last 5 to 7 years of my journey. It kind of, when you started talking about having that person from the label that's hitting you up and saying, yo, bro, I believe in you, yo, you my mans, you know what I mean? Yo, I rock with you, woo. And I'm from Charlotte. Nobody ever knows that I'm from Charlotte, though. So wherever I go, whether it's LA, Seattle, Atlanta, like wherever, Portland, like wherever I go, they always like, bro, you from New York? You from LA? You from Atlanta? But you dress like a country, and it's like that's how they think about me and my people. So that's why it was kind of important. Before we got here, I had 20 people.
Hold on, sorry. I do want to get to the question. I also gotta go to the bathroom.
Okay, no, you good. Go ahead.
So, you got my job. So
meet there early.
Don't get too. I don't want to come.
I ain't gonna sit in your seat now.
Don't let me come back out and you still talking. Where's the question?
I got you. So I asked though, seriously, when writing for some opportunity to a situation where you're pulling up every day. So say you have a song and you pitch that song to one good A&R, one good producer, let's say one manager who's a little more active than the next, and to where he's always in the middle, 1 or 2 studio shows and open mics, things like that. How did that go from I have a song to I'm including in the email for the songwriting camp, or I'm including this when JD and Michael Brian Cox, they're Brian Michael Cox, they're going and doing setup camps and they're like writing together. And they're bringing in new guys. They're bringing in Seven Stringer. They're bringing in Leon Thomas, who was a child actor. Like, you know what I'm saying? They're bringing in these people that nobody knows is writing songs. How does that connection get done? Even though songwriting is such it's a bottom of the barrel type of thing. So, like, how does that happen? You know, and I kind of address it to both of you, because I have a lot of, that's why I feel like we've seen each other before. I don't know where it is. I don't know but it's somewhere, whether it's New York or Atlanta, I see you somewhere. Like I know, like I pay attention. I pay attention everywhere. So like, but yeah, please just let me know that.
A lot of it is being at the right place at the right time too. You know what I mean? Like a lot of my music career is spent in Los Angeles, and I was working with Hit Boy, and I just kind of fell into situations like nothing I was looking for. And a lot of that too is the connectivity and spirituality and just manifesting the thing that you want to happen. It doesn't matter where you come from or where anybody thinks you're from. You know what I mean? It's really manifesting those situations. And also, like I said, a lot of it came from, I'm not manifesting a specific situation. I'm asking God to open the doors that I want to be in. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, a lot of how I made it is prayer.
Stacey answered it. A lot of it is right place, right time, and just the attitude. When you get being prepared for your opportunity is big because you get once in a lifetime opportunities once in a while, and usually it takes a lot of practice. So you have to be prepared for your opportunity. When somebody courts you and they're ready to go, oh, we'll give you the chance. Like, are you ready for the chance? Because you usually get one, so it's like a lot of that's what I always try to tell everyone to practice. If you make shirts or anything you do, make it 1,000 million of them. If you write songs, write 1 million songs. So when you do get your shot, that one moment, if it was in the 80s when you had to rock for LL Cool J outside of a limo, or it's like 2024 and somebody you gotta send them your song or they're playing it, you're listening to it on Spotify, you just have to be ready for your chance. Because everyone gets a chance, but you usually get one, and then if God loves you, he give you one more. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, just be ready for your chance. And when you walk through, when the doors and everything's prepared, everybody get their moment, everybody get to stand in the sun one day. And then some people just take it to another level because they were so ready for it. They made all the right decisions and not all the right, but they were ready for that moment. You know what I'm saying? So keep doing your thing, it can come 10 years from now, it can come 5 years, so that's how patient you want to be. How much you love it, So good luck.
Next
Okay, real quick. So, yeah, keep it short, keep it extra short. So I'm gonna put y'all two together, OG, Infamous. Okay, yeah. So yeah, with the F, yeah, Feminist. You know what I'm saying? OG. Growing up, I used to customize my denim suits, or as they say in Canada, Canadian tuxedos, or you know what I'm saying? I used to customize that, and I got that. So the first person I saw was Play from Kid Play. So, and he even said, yeah, I got it from OG Shirt King Fade. Like, I saw him doing it, and he was in high school when you first started. So he would say that, yeah, he would go to school and have girls drop off their Levi's and their Lees and Wranglers and stuff, and then he would custom and take them back to school. So, and then with you, like how you're upcycling my Taylor, the person who exposed me, Holiday, right here, he's the person who exposed me to upcycling, to sustainability, to literally making fabric from scratch organically. Like, he's the person that's been teaching me for over 5 years now in that range. So I had a lot of designs, I had a lot of ideas, but like you said, it has to be catapulted, it has to be centered and brought. So for each of you, I would like to know, what was the pivotal moment that gave you kind of like a structural beam, like a beam that dropped on you that was like, okay, I can make this to yield this. I can take this and, it's later, like, how does that work? What was it that allowed y'all to start business from passion and make it a life? Right? What made you know you had to get that? Like, what was your confidence?
You want to go first, babe?
The big factor, do everything our best doing life. It's like, I would meet people for a reason. And then I run into them 10 years later. And then they're this, you know. I give you two quick examples, right? When I connected back with my boy Knight, who lived in Marcy, right? Jay-Z lived in this building on the 5th floor. So I know Jay since 8 years old, you know? So it's like, okay, cool. And later on, I noticed his talent. You know, I tried to do something for him, you know? And then eventually started hustling, you know? Now, part two of that story, that dad took me under his wing, right? Later on in life, you know, that got kicked out of college, you know? All the brands came after that with dad, you know, Louis and whatever, right? I'm not from the South. So we found ourselves in the South. While I'm down in the South, I'm running to Jay. And then it's like, I ran into Clark Kent first, and Clark Kent was like, yo, I'm the A&R at Atlantic Records. You know what I'm saying? R.I.P. to Clark Kent. And he was like, and I was shot with somebody else, and he was like, yo, this kid sound like Jay and Jazz Over. And I was like, yo, well, he was in the building too. He was like, man, if you find all three of them, you know, we can make something happen. So, you know, Jay ended up going there and meeting Dave Dash. You know, because I ran into Jay in DC. I was like, yo, Clark, who's family, you know, he's over at Atlantic. He's understood me. Like, go see him. I want to rap. So, to me, it's like, oh, my heart saved this man's life. You know, if I didn't pick up the pen and do what I do with t-shirts, I would have never found myself in certain predicaments to help other people. You know what I'm saying? So you can't really write a script to that. You know, you just gotta flow with it, and it's gonna things just happen that's beyond you. You know, I'm like, damn, like the first hip hop billionaire, like a rapper. You know what I'm saying? Like not an executive, a rapper. You know, like damn, I'm like pivotal and orchestrating him not dying in DC. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, there's no real answers to these questions.
Yeah, just to piggyback off of what Faye saying, for me personally, same thing. I'm from Virginia. I went to Virginia born and raised. I went to Virginia State University, so I went to HBCU just so I could like be in tune with my roots. Even though I'm not from here, my parents, my dad's Honduran, across the border to come over here. My mom's from Colombia, so I really didn't know where I fit in, and I just knew what my purpose was. Like I first started in music, so I was signed to Atlantic. Like in 2018, 2017, I was making music. I was a girl. And then I moved to Brooklyn from Virginia, from Virginia State. So Petersburg, Virginia, went straight to Brooklyn. I was just doing that. And then I just felt like, I don't know, I was making my outfits for my shows. And I just realized like, damn, like, I don't know if music was going to give me paid, but the clothes was. So instead of like, you know, staying in a label, recouping, doing that type of thing, I was like, I'm just keep going with this clothes and they're going to tell. And then I started the lace-up trend in 2014. So anytime you see that lace-up side, I started that trend. And then, it was very difficult, you know, because I was such a smaller brand. And then also, like, at the time, that's like when Instagram was really getting popping. So, like, a lot of these bigger brands, that's like when they started, you know, kind of the mood boarding thing and, you know, getting ideas from the smaller people, not knowing how to emerge or bridge the gap between the smaller designers and these big companies where it's like, damn, y'all just go through my designs. Great. But just walking in your purpose and knowing like, okay, I made that cool. I can come up with a new idea right now. And knowing the sacrifice that my people or my parents, you know, put in, that was kind of more so like where my confidence come from, where I was like, all right, it's no way I can lose. Like my dad, like in my head it's always like my dad crossed the border. And when I be hiking, I be like, hell no. And I'm just thinking like, hey, he did this with flip-flops. It's crazy. Like, you know, so yeah, just having that in the back of your mind and then just walking with a purpose. Like, you know, that's for me what it's always about. And then just always trying to like, you know, stay tuned to myself and like where I come from and being able to code switch. I realized being older, code switching is a skill that a lot of people, you know, where we're from can't do. And that's on both sides. Like, you know, my parents don't speak no English. Like, I'm first generation. So me being the voice and being able to like, all right, I might be crazy, but at least I got my degree. At least like everything else that people might think I'm going crazy, like I'm still making sure I'm handling my business. You know, and that's also like what's keeping me going. It's just make sure you just stay true to yourself and then keep it going. Like, no matter where you're from, Brooklyn, whatever, like Virginia, the South, you say Miami, or North Carolina, like we got the swag. You know, we started. So you just gotta, you know, be true to yourself.
And my question pretty much piggybacks off what you started. I'm a jewelry designer and in the process of rebranding everything. So I wanted to know everyone, how do you continue to preserve and express your individuality in your art, especially in a world that often emphasizes trend and external validation?
That's a good question. Yeah, during a time that everything's trendy, especially like right now, we're cool right now. Like I literally was just having this conversation before. I was like, dang, like the Afro Latino word, like before we didn't have, like when I was in middle school, I wish I had that word. Because in middle school, I was fighting every day because she thinks she's black. He's like, what? I don't know what I am actually. Like my mom was fierce complexion, but she only speaks Spanish. So now for me, it's like, duh, like y'all get it, now you guys get it. So just like I said, stay true to yourself, stay true to your roots and where you come from, do your research. The biggest thing for me, especially now because everything moves so fast, is your research. Like fade. You know what I'm saying? Like I know fade because I did my research. Like when I knew like, all right, I'm taking this photo shoot serious, right? I'm like, all right, who is before me? Who's doing the same thing that I'm doing? And then I found April Walker. Shout out to April Walker. I don't know if y'all know who that is. She's one of the pioneers, women streetwear brand, like black women, you know what I'm saying, that really started this. She had everybody in denim, Walker wear, all the athletes. So I'm just looking at it like, all right, if she did this before I did, let me do what she did. And then also get some like gems from her as well. Started learning from her and then just going out, reaching out to people, being in that same community, even the spaces that you don't feel comfortable in, you have to go. Because that's how I met Faye. I was at it was the denim festival. They had just started like the denim festival for people that are into denim. And I happened to have my old school Mickey leather like varsity jacket. And Faye was like, whoa, that's dope. And that just like started our conversation. That's when I really started doing some more digging. It was like, okay, these are the people that I need to like structure myself. And then as a hybrid, because obviously we're younger, you know, do it your way too. So learn from them, learn from the past, and then put your modern ideas into it. And then that's how you gonna win. There's no way you're not gonna win. Just look at you. You are beautiful, black queen, girl. Like,
That's my beautiful black queen girl, by the way. I'm gonna bring back add a little element to that. I've understood, depending on what y'all believe in, I finally understood a couple years ago, I physically lived this life form once. I can't live this shit for nobody else. Like, I'm 35 now. I probably got another 35, 40, whatever. Like, by the time you realize it, childhood and teen years are gone. Being ourselves is what got us all up here. Like, I remember 10 years ago, my first music, before I was a painter, my first music placement as a producer was on Stacey's album, her first album. And 10 years ago, when painting was just a hobby for me and I was just making beats, she would tell me like, I'm gonna do the voice. Babe, listen, babe, like you gotta be yourself, stop living your life. You gotta be yourself. And we would go to like clubs, parties, like all kinds of stuff, even in like the way she saw something in me. And I was trying my best to just fit in with everybody else so no one would dislike me. I just wanted my homies to just know I was down and not the Jackson of a crew or some shit, right? And so like she poured into me, even musically, even my art. I know you can take, or the thing was, I knew I could take more risks, textures, all kinds of things, but again, I was afraid. But now, like, again, like, I know I lived this thing one time. Legit, like, fade. Man, like, the elements he has brought into the culture, he wasn't looking to the left and the right to see who did what. He didn't know it would work. He just knew, like, that's what he wanted to rock with and do. The side lace on the jeans, you didn't know originally it would work. You just doing it, right? And so even like from music to my art forms, I did that shit for mental health. You feel me? Like my mother right now battles stage 4 breast cancer. And the day of Thanksgiving, I get to her house, and it's like a movie scene, you know, like they want to fight to get out of the hospital bed and they ripping all the stuff off the arms to get up. I get to her house and she still has the stickers and shit on her arms. I'm like, what are you doing? Oh, I was in the hospital last night. They said I need spinal surgery. Like she's wobbling all over the place. And I'm thinking she's joking, right? I'm thinking it's the meds from cancer meds. He's like, no, her spinal cord is fucked. She can't stand up straight. And she left the hospital just to make sure she could be with her family. But Thanksgiving, like, my sit your ass down, I got this. But just Black women helped me understand in my life, like, I bring something unique to this world. God created me, nobody else. You know, so in your future and in your present, your jewelry company, everything, just continue to believe that you can do something, you know? Pharrell didn't know that when he did his first record with Nori, that beat was just like, well, he probably did think it'd go, but you know, Nori chance on that. Nobody was into them type of beats and those percussions and snares from Pharrell. Same as Timberland. You know, again, I'm gonna go back to Stacey real quick. Like 10 years ago, she was telling me in a studio session, like 5 in the morning, that I was going to be, and now every city, every country is doing that wave and playing Afrobeat. So again, she had it, she believed. I was in sessions where she's recording these songs 10 years ago, which is to me. So again, we'll just continue to believe in yourself and understand God placed everything here for you. Everything. Try everything that means something to you and that has that purpose, and just don't look back. I think Lunch said it like, just keep creating and doing your thing, and the right things will start to fall into place.
Yeah, how y'all doing? Mine is not really a question, just like for motivation purposes. I was trying to speak on the come up because people see the success, they see what you're doing now, but they don't know the path. They don't know like if you had support, if you didn't have support from people close to you, people who didn't believe in you, things you have to go through and fight through in your journey to bring yourself basically.
I don't say yeah, I mean, a lot of people contribute to people's success. We all consider that. Like, I got here on my own. Like, initially, you gotta have that fire to do something. But like, you know, our legend right here was saying him meeting his homie in art and design and connecting with people. You know, like finding not only, you know, sometimes we reach like way up. You know, it's like usually people right in front of you. You know, like your boy who rap and you do beats. So y'all look at each other one day like, let's try. You know what I mean? So sometimes you don't gotta look up, just look right in front of you. It might be someone with the same desire, you know what I mean? And then, you know, you can't stop with people with will, you know what I mean? People who just, you know, it's that person who's just sitting there. You know, you see videos of like J. Cole standing outside Rock Nation, like giving Jay-Z the CD in the rain. Or like when Travis Scott was like performing at Rolling Loud and like nobody was there. You know, it's like all of those type of things just show you like, it's just your will and then a collective people, you know, like not only like, sometimes people up there will recognize you, but they usually recognize late, you know, after a bunch of people believe in you already. your mama, your aunt who gave you $100 to make your mixtape cover. You know what I mean? Like, it's like people like that. My mother was very instrumental. Even coming from a music family, like, my mom always pumped me with affirmations. And, it's a hard industry. Everything we're doing is tough. All of this stuff is like, a lot of no's. And you gotta get used to hearing no a lot. Like, that's not gonna work. Or no, this ain't gonna work. Or this song isn't good. Or you're not an artist. You're just a songwriter. Or you're not, people tell Kanye all day, you're just a beat maker. He had to use sheer will to make everyone believe that he was a rapper. It's like everyone always gonna put you somewhere where they think they put you. Just take a lot of will. Sometimes it just take I watched the Dungeon Family doc and it was like Rest in Peace Nico Wade. It was just a group of dudes in a basement, just vibing, believing in each other, trading raps, making beats. And then luckily a movement came out of their city and they were the right people to be chosen. So it's like, I don't really think you gotta always look up. You might have somebody right now who wanna win just like you. Get with him, get with her. Start talking, put something together, start hustling, you know what I mean? And then nowadays, this ain't my dad came up at the time of music where you had to know somebody. Now everybody got a studio. You had to be good. You had to sing in the lawn with Barry Gordy, and he had to be like, yeah, now you can go sing. Now we have unlimited resources, unlimited time. You got a phone. We got we have no excuse to not try to make ourselves better. So it's really just if you care and you want to put the time in and you want to, our legend right here, he from a time when, designers got all type of printing and all type of things now. He from where you had to go up the street, hustle, run a nigga down, get a t-shirt. It's like a different, those are the people that I came up under. That's why I think growing up, I had a different outlook on the music. I came from people who really had to make this work, with nothing. And even though I came up with a little more, I understood that, this isn't anything to be played with. We have to move forward. You know what I'm saying? So it's not a magic trick. It's just literally caring, will, and being with good people and moving forward no matter what happens. My brother from Philly, he come from, we could imagine the things but we can all come up with a million excuses why we don't do anything, So, let my brother talk. We've been talking. This brother he doing real work. We just write songs. He doing healthcare. He doing real work. You know what I'm saying?
You can't say that. Mental health, right? Music is the soundtrack to everybody.
Absolutely, man.
Mental health and music go hand in hand. What I did, I know your shift in coaching was before I started doing in college. Mental health makes sense in every aspect of the world. You be sitting there, y'all are like-minded individuals, or we support somebody we love, right? So I break it down. He gave you an example of success that comes with
Coco, what the hell you doing, Coco?
They come to say their food said, you're going to either meet us here or in Brooklyn.
When I was a kid, I played baseball, right? And
Here.
I was already against the Dominican. We all get it. I remember going to baseball games, but all my friends had their parents there, right? From 13. And I remember my mom can't pay for it.
I'm about to get outside.
System said, oh, my mom just, she worked. I said, Mom, I don't come to my games. So I love her. I didn't work. I couldn't imagine. Because some families, they need the love. Some families, they work. So their kids, they have an unlimited future. As a child, I didn't understand that. So I'll give you this, right? Life is 10% what happens, 90% how you get, right? So as you go through your phases, you get complacent, right? Whatever is successful, this person need that person to celebrate with you. So whatever stage of success, you can get a big hit on Instagram and Google Drive, and you just got to or you can do it how I see on this paper, you can keep your head down and work. I have people who have never congratulated me a day in my life watch me do philanthropy across the world. But when a certain celebrity says Chico's fire, everybody, oh, that's my guy, right? So it's not going to come with congratulations that you never expected. The people that should be here with me right now, I got on a plane from Philadelphia yesterday. I should be with a lot of people that should be here, right? They're not here. They don't care. It's entitlement that comes with success. It's people saying what they did. Somebody's still talking about how they left you $5 when I was 14. You know what I mean? None of that makes or breaks you. It's who you believe you are. It's you being able to manage your time to a point where you got to make time to celebrate.
but you gotta make time to see what else is on the table. You can't leave food on the table. When you do it for yourself, I have a multi-million-dollar organization that if I want the job done right, I do it myself. Because the people who are working for me, who care about you that next level, they want to be A and C. You have to be your biggest fan. The success comes with everything. Imagine, but internally.
That's right. We have got